Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Anissa Safitri, and today I will presenting about punctuation. So without any further ado, let's get started. First, everyone, do you know about punctuation? If not, then I will explain it to you. What is punctuation? Punctuation is the collection of marks that we use to make sentences flow smoothly and express meaning clearly. So, as you can see, this is the case of punctuation. The period and the comma, the exclamation mark, the question mark, the colon and semicolon, the quote, the apostrophe, the hyphen and dash, parentheses and brackets, capital letter. I will explain to you all about the kind of punctuation. The first one is the period or full stop. The period is also called full stop in England. A period declares the end of a sentence. It also indicates the separation of sentences so that the readers cannot mix up different sentences. A period is used at the end of a sentence which is complete and not a question or an exclamatory sentences. Example: I wanna go shopping. My younger sister is so kind to me. I just the way I am. Next one is the comma. The comma is the most useful and common punctuation mark in English. It has many important roles in making a written form of English easy to read. Commas usually add breathing scope for the readers in sentences so that their thoughts cannot get all jumbled up. A comma has many uses. This is the uses of the commas. 1. Comma between independent clauses. Usually, a comma separates two independent clauses when they are connected by certain coordinating conjunction. Example: and, but, or, nor, or, for. However, if the clauses are very short, no comma is needed. Example: 1. They finished dinner in pin-drop silence, comma, but Alex knew that he would have to apologize. 2. I want to watch a movie after dinner, comma, but I could not tell her as I was confused about her reactions. 3. We had dinner and then I watched a movie. In this sentence, no comma is needed between these clauses. 2. Comma after introductory clauses, phrases, and expression. Commas are used not only between independent clauses, but also after introductory clauses and phrases. Example: 1. Before start writing it, you should read the instruction. 2. When you came here, comma, Alec was the general manager. 3. Well, I cannot play in the next match. 3. Comma before take question. Commas are used before a take question, which is usually a reassuring statement of a sentence's overall idea. Example: 1. They are ready to go on a day. 2. They will never do it, will they? 3. He loves you, doesn't he? 4. Series comma. Commas are used to separate multiple items of the same category in a series. This item can be a series of words, phrases, or clauses. Example: 1. We brought pizzas, burger, chocolate, and a chocolate cake on tour. 2. The baseman set up his badge, put on his helmet, and played a good note. 3. He is a player a singer, an actor, and a director. 5, for adding non-essential ideas and non-restrictive clauses. Commas can be used to add non-essential ideas or facts in the form of words, phrases, or clauses into a sentence. Usually, removing these ideas from sentences does not affect the grammatical accuracy of the sentences. Example 1. There is a palace in London just across the river where I visited last week. 2. The new player, you know him, scored a brilliant century. 3. I suggest, if that's okay, that you let him go. 6. Indirect address. Commas are used in vocative uses. Calling someone by name or directly referring to them requires separation by commas. Example 1. Hey Joy, what are you doing? 2. Recently, you have to be bow well today. 3. You know, kid, when I was your age, I used to go out aloud. 7. Commas in the names and dates. Commas are used to separate names of place and dates. Example 1. Jefferson City, Missouri is one of the biggest cities in the world. 2. Brisbane, Queensland is a big city. 3. He was born June 24, 1993 in London. And lastly, 8. Commas in dialogue. Commas are used in the dialogue to set off the indirect speech from the direct speech. Example 1. Hurt him. Don't go there. 2. When we were going there, she said, we saw thousands of palm trees. 3. Please give me that ball, said the boy. Next one, the exclamation mark. The exclamation mark indicates excitement, either positive or negative. It can also be used for giving additional emphasis to sentences, phrases, or single words, and especially to commas and interjection. Example 1. Wait, don't take another step. 2. I can't believe she could say that. 3. What a gorgeous house. Next, the question mark. The question mark is used to complete sentences that form a direct question, and direct questions are regarded as statements and they take periods, not question mark. Example 1. Have you had your breakfast? 2. Where are you going? 3. Are you hungry? Next, the colon. Colons are the least used punctuation mark. The use of colons is limited, yet if you know how to use them, you will be able to use them in your writing. 1. Colons are used in the salutation of formal letter. Example, Dear Sir, to whom it may concern, to all members. 2. Colons sometimes introduce a service or list to describe some new information after a complete sentence. Example, the fruit seller had colons, bananas, apples, and oranges. This is incorrect. The fruit seller had 3 kinds of fruits, colons, bananas, apples, and oranges. This is correct. 3. A colon is also used to connect two independent clauses where the lists are. The first one explains the second clause or logically follows it. The first word after a colon usually is not capitalized unless the colons introduce a series of new sentence or independent clauses. Example: 1. He was just thinking only one thing. What was his dog doing then? 2. I knew the clue. You just had to read it in the mirror. 5. Colons are used for expressing time in figures. Example: 1:30 a.m., not a clock. 7:35 p.m., 6:30 in the morning. The next one is the semicolon. Semicolons are almost like periods, but they connect two independent clauses or sentences together instead of using a coordinating conjunction. Semicolons between the two clauses or sentences indicate that the clauses are closely related. Semicolons can be replaced by the coordinating conjunction. Example: 1. We used to love hunting, semicolon. However, it's not legal. True. 2. He does not like me, semicolons. Likewise, I do not like him. 3. It's too cold out here, semicolons. Indeed, it's winter. The next one, parentheses and brackets. Parentheses block of material that interrupt the text to add information. Example: the parks parentheses in Boston are always crowded. 2. We provide a lot of service. Parentheses, see our website. 3. We provide a lot of service. Parentheses, see our website. It's the same. Brackets enclose the additional things in the quote material. These additions are used for clarification of the words or phrases of the quote material. Example 1. If brackets, the river taught me all I ever knew about life. I'm sorry, it's not if. 2. Yates used to love her, brackets, Maud the Combe, and he wrote many poems about her. 3. I thought, brackets, Spielberg, and would do the movie. Is the last one. Capital letter. Capital letter is the form of an alphabetical letter used to begin a sentence or proper name. Capital letters are not really an aspect of punctuation, but it's convenient to deal with them here. The rules for using them are mostly very simple. Example 1. BTS is very famous artist right now. 2. Sotaro is very handsome. So everyone, that is my presentation about punctuation. Thank you all for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.